We all have been using Claude, but what if I tell you there is another AI which can give you the same result while being 13 times cheaper? Claude costs you $1.8 per coding task, while Grok 4.5 costs you for less than 15 cents. Meet Grok 4.5, the most disruptive model SpaceX AI has ever released. Trained on NVIDIA's most powerful GPUs, it ranks number 4 on the industry's most trusted AI benchmarks. Beats Claude Opus 4.8 in software engineering, and its demos are very impressive. Hi, I'm Latika. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know about Grok 4.5. What's actually changed, how it compares to models like ChatGPT, Claude and Gemini, and whether it's a model that's actually worth using. Join our WhatsApp community to not miss out on these updates. Let's get started. Before we talk about what's new in Grok 4.5, let's quickly understand what Grok actually is. Grok is a family of large language models developed by SpaceX AI, the artificial intelligence company founded by Elon Musk in 2023. The goal behind SpaceX AI is simple but ambitious: to build AI systems that can understand the universe and help humans discover new knowledge. Unlike many other AI models that live inside standalone apps, Grok is deeply integrated with X, formerly known as Twitter. That integration gives it something unique. It can access real-time information from one of the world's largest social platforms, allowing it to answer questions from breaking news, trending topics, and live events much more efficiently than models that rely on only previous trained knowledge. But Grok isn't just a chatbot for browsing social media. Just like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, it's designed to help with a wide range of tasks: writing, coding, reasoning, research, summarization, brainstorming, image understanding, and much more. Since its first release, SpaceX has been improving Grok at a rapid pace. Each new version has focused on making the model more capable, more reliable, and more competitive with the biggest names in AI. And now with Grok 4.5, SpaceX is taking another step forward. So before we dive into the new features, let's first understand why this update was necessary in the first place. The AI industry moves incredibly fast. Just when one company releases a breakthrough model, another one quickly raises the bar. Over the past year, we have seen OpenAI continue improving ChatGPT, Anthropic push the limits of coding with Claude, Google expands Gemini across its entire ecosystem, and open source models like DeepSeek and Qwen become surprisingly capable. In a space where millions of people compare models every single day, standing still simply isn't an option. That's exactly why updates like Grok 4.5 matters. But here's something interesting. New AI versions aren't always about making the model dramatically smarter. Sometimes they're about improving the experience in ways users actually notice. That could mean following instructions more accurately, writing cleaner code, understanding images better, responding faster, or making fewer mistakes when solving complex problems. In other words, it's not just about increasing benchmark scores, it's about making the model more useful in real-world situations. And that's exactly what SpaceX AI is aiming for with Grok 4.5. So now that we know why this update exists, let's look at what has actually changed. So what's actually new in Grok 4.5? Well, unlike some AI releases that introduce a completely new capability, Grok 4.5 is more about refining the things people use every day. SpaceX AI says this is their smartest model yet, with a strong focus on 3 key areas: coding, agentic tasks, and general knowledge work. The company also says the model was trained alongside Cursor, one of the most popular AI coding tools, highlighting its emphasis on software engineering. Let's break that down. First is coding. If you're a developer, this is probably the biggest upgrade. Grok 4.5 is designed to generate cleaner code, debug more efficiently, understand larger code base, and solve more complex programming tasks. Instead of only answering small coding questions, it's built to handle real software engineering workflows, the kind of multi-file, multi-step tasks developers deal with every day. SpaceX AI specifically positions it as a model for real-world engineering rather than just coding puzzles. The second major improvement is something you'll hear a lot about in AI world: Agentic AI. Instead of simply answering one prompt at a time, an AI agent can break a task into multiple steps, make decisions along the way, and work towards a larger goal. For example, imagine asking an AI to research a topic, collect information from multiple sources, organize it into a report, create charts, and then generate a presentation. That's an agentic workflow. Grok 4.5 has been optimized to perform these kinds of long multi-step tasks more reliably. Third area is what SpaceX calls the knowledge work. Think about the kinds of tasks professionals do every day: writing reports, summarizing documents, analyzing spreadsheets, researching information, drafting emails, crafting presentations. Grok 4.5 is designed to be more accurate and efficient across these productivity tasks, with SpaceX highlighting complex Excel modeling, web-backed research, and presentation generation as examples. But here's something important. None of these improvements means much unless they actually show up in real-world performance. So how does Grok 4.5 compare with models like ChatGPT, Claude and Gemini? And what do all these benchmark scores actually tells us? Whenever a new AI model is released, the first thing you'll usually see is a long list of benchmark scores. Companies proudly announce that their model ranks first on this benchmark, second on another, and beats competitor on a third. But here's the question. What does these numbers actually tell us? The truth is, benchmarks are useful but only if you know what they are measuring. For example, if a benchmark focuses on coding, a high score suggests the model is likely to generate better code or solve programming problems accurately. If it's testing reasoning, the model is evaluated on logic, problem solving, and its ability to work towards complex questions. And if it's an agent benchmark, it's checking whether the AI can complete longer multi-step tasks instead of just answering a single prompt. Looking at Grok 4.5, SpaceX published results show that the model performs particularly well on software engineering benchmarks like DeepSeek and SweBench Pro, which are designed to evaluate real-world coding tasks rather than simple algorithmic questions. Independent Evolutions also placed Grok 4.5 among the strongest current models for coding and agentic knowledge work. Although it's not leader in every category, but here's the important takeaway. A benchmark score isn't the same as your everyday experience. A model can score incredibly well on a standardized evolution and still struggle with specific tasks you care about. That's why instead of asking which model has the highest score, it's often better to ask which model is best for the kind of work I actually do. And that's exactly what we are going to compare next. Now comes the big question, is Grok 4.5 actually better than ChatGPT, Claude or Gemini? The short answer is, it depends on what you're trying to do. Today, we are no longer in a world where one AI model is best at everything. Instead, each model has focused on different strengths. For example, if you're looking at an AI that's great for everyday conversations, creative writing, image generation, and a polished overall experience, ChatGPT continues to be one of the strongest all-round options. If you're a software developer working on large code bases or long programming sessions, Claude has built a strong reputation for coding and complex reasoning. If your work revolves around Google Docs, Gmail, Sheets, or the rest of the Google ecosystem, Gemini naturally fits into that workflow. And then there is Grok 4.5. Where it really stands out, it's its strong combination of coding capabilities, support for longer agent-style tasks, and access to real-time data through its integration with X. Those are the areas SpaceX has focused on most with this release. So rather than asking which AI is the smartest, a better question is which AI is best for the job I need to get done. That's how professionals are starting to use AI every day. One model for coding, another for research, another for writing, and sometimes switching between them depending on the task. So is Grok 4.5 worth using? I would say yes, especially if you're a developer, someone who works with AI every day, and you're already part of X ecosystem. It brings meaningful improvements in coding, multi-step agentic tasks, and knowledge work. It's another sign that SpaceX AI is serious about competing with the biggest names in AI. But does it completely replace ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini? Not really. And honestly, that's okay. The AI industry has evolved beyond finding one model that does everything better than everyone else. Today, every leading AI model has its own strengths. Some are better at coding, some excel at creative writing, some integrate deeply into existing productivity models. Other focus on real-time information and web access. And that's exactly why choosing an AI model has become less about asking which one is the smartest and more about asking which one is the right tool for my workflow. Looking ahead, the competition between OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, SpaceX, and open source communities is only getting more intense. Every new release pushes the entire industry forward. And for us as users, that means better AI tools, faster innovation, and more choices than even before. So whether you decide to stick with ChatGPT, try Grok 4.5, or use a combination of different models, one thing is certain, the AI race is just getting started and the next breakthrough might be closer than we think. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more AI explainers, engineering concepts, and the latest updates from the world of artificial intelligence. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which AI model are you using the most right now? ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or Grok? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and join our WhatsApp channel for not missing out on any updates. I'll see you in the next one.